Hey everybody, welcome back to Conductor Office Hours. I'm your host Matt, joined as always my good buddy and lead developer Scott.
Hey everybody, how's it going?
Scott, it's always a pleasure to be here with you doing this weekly. I just sent out the tweet, so those of you on the Twitters just joining, go ahead and submit your questions. Let us know. You can use hashtag Conductor Plugin. You can tweet to us directly at Matt Report, at Slocum Studio, at Scott. It's an awesome Twitter handle. Taking your questions for the next half hour, all about Conductor Plugin and how you can use this on your WordPress project. Specifically today, we want to showcase our upcoming Woocommerce add-on, and I'm going to show it in a live demo. We're going to talk about how Conductor worked previously with Woocommerce and how it will continue to work even if you have the core Conductor plugin. Those of you with the developer packs and the power user packs will be the first to get access to the Woocommerce add-on. If you are a developer license holder, either at the end of this week or early next week, we'll be sending out the email for the actual developer program. So those of you that want to get access to this, if you are a developer, you get access to our beta projects. Those who are following me were asking, or I asked maybe last week or a few days ago, I can't even remember. Those of you that use Bitbucket, what we'll do is we'll share a repository for the add-on so that you can have direct access to that, which will help for any kind of development questions you might have. You just get early access to our code. So if you are somebody who's already in the program, it hasn't officially launched, or excuse me, if you are a developer license holder, the program hasn't officially launched. But if you do want it right away and you say, Matt, I want to try these add-ons that you have coming down the pipe, shoot me an email. You can go to conductorplugin.com/contact. You can tweet at me, direct message me, instant message me, call me, whatever you want to do. We'll get you access to the developer side or the beta round for developer license holders. A few things before we get started. What else has been going on in the world of Conductor? Scott, do you have any? What's next on the horizon for updates? Anything good?
Let's take a look. We are working. Actually, we'll talk about this a little bit later. But we had a request from Carrie Dills to asking if there was a way to add custom taxonomies to the layouts that are available to Conduct. So we are working on a GIS type solution right now, and it's pretty much finished. We'll demo that a little bit later, and then we'll probably be building that into core, if not in this release, pretty soon in an upcoming release. We do want to make some changes for our CSS on the front end, get into a little bit more advanced CSS3 properties, box sizing, for instance, just to make the layouts function a little bit better. We also plan on getting our other updates, or the add-ons out, rather, which would be like our user query, which has been asked about a few times, and some other stuff that has come across from the feedback that we've got from some clients, some possible bug fixes. So keep that feedback coming in because that's been really helpful to us.
Yes, keep it coming in. It's what helps Scott sleep at night, right? All of these different things that come through. So let's talk about the taxonomies, and that was a great question from Carrie. By default, or right now, this version of Conductor doesn't support the taxonomies, but today we're going to show some code that can be easily, as I like to say, copy-pasted right into your Conductor functions file, and that'll enable the taxonomies. I haven't completely finished it yet. Scott actually was just wrapping up some of the final elements of that, and what we'll do is we'll have it available after the show, and we'll probably tweet it out, put it in a blog post or something like that, certainly in our support section. conductorplugin.com/support will get you access to that, and you can go through the different articles there. Other than that, one of the things I'd like to say is we're trying different things. So we're getting a lot of requests, and this is some inside baseball stuff. So we get a lot of requests that, hey, this would be great in Conductor. You guys should add this to Conductor. It'd be awesome if we had that. One of the things that we like to say about Conductor is it is as lightweight as possible. So we try not to put in too many options. We're not trying to fill it up with too many things. And we found that if we're supplying some code snippets, if you will, to add some of these higher requested functions, that'll serve a pretty good purpose. And then if we get a request enough and we feel that this should be something that should be baked into core, then we'll add that into core and release that in a new version. I think we eventually will do that with taxonomies regardless. So Scott, why don't you, if you want, to share your screen and show the demo. It's fairly simple. It's just now taxonomies will appear. And then maybe you can just do a brief, quick code overview, and then I'll jump into my demo of the WooCommerce stuff.
Yeah, definitely. So let me just get my screen set up here. And
so if those of you who are out there watching, you have questions as we're moving along, go ahead and tweet those to us, hashtag Conductor Plugin. We're watching for that. Or shoot us a direct tweet at Slocum Studio, at Matt Report, or at Scott, and we'll get those questions answered for you. And we already actually had a few questions come in prior to the show, so we'll get those answered as well.
Awesome. Matt, can you see my screen?
Sure can. I'm actually going to click on that so it's focused.
Sweet. So what we have here, again, Matt said it's pretty simple, but if you take a look, now we have a lot of test content on this site, so bear with this large select box. But if you take a look in the conductor layout options here, we have our new taxonomies. We just added them to the end of this list. There is an action that is within Conductor, built into Conductor, either before or after, and that's Conductor content types after or Conductor content types before. So developers can hook into that and add their own options to this dropdown, and they can either do that before the entire list or after it. In this case, we chose to do it afterwards. We have a bunch of taxonomies in here that we use for testing and whatnot. There are some internal taxonomies as well. You'll see some empty ones down here for WooCommerce and whatnot. We have to tidy those up. But you could go ahead and select one of those. In this case, I've already done the city. Down at the bottom of the layouts now, I have my testing taxonomy. That's the name of the taxonomy. And then the city, and then I've just conducted that to be a 2-column layout. If I go over to the customizer, and this will be available in the customizer once we're done. I am now on this city taxonomy page, and I'm able to conduct it just as I would any other Conductor page template. So pretty cool stuff. We're planning on building this into Conductor, and then we had the request from Carrie Dills, so we just said, hey, we'll make a GIST for now. See if we can get it in there. So we just got a little more polishing up to do on that, and then, like Matt said, we'll go ahead and release that very soon. Whether it's in a blog post, probably tweet it out directly and whatnot. But pretty cool stuff.
Good deal. Awesome stuff. I'm going to remove the focus on you. And so one of the things that I just wanted to mention, again, if you're listening to the show, you have questions about Conductor, what it is, what it does, hashtag Conductor Plugin, shoot us a tweet, whatever. We'll get those questions answered for you. Last week we released a new podcast series featuring Jason Resnick of WP Field Guides. If you haven't listened to that, go ahead and shoot over to conductorplugin.com/blog. Look for the Conductor Spotlight series. It's sort of a quick 10 to 15 minute, more of an intimate chat with developers and how they sort of work in their current daily workflow, what tools they use, whatever it is that they have for advice for becoming a better developer. So go ahead and check that out, conductorplugin.com/blog. Look for Conductor Spotlight series. It's on SoundCloud, and eventually it will be on iTunes. I don't remember if we talked about this last week, so let me share the screen. I'm mastering two laptops over here, or excuse me, two computers. So let me go ahead and pull this up. I don't know if we talked about it last week. It was the New Yorker demo.
Yes.
That was something that was that we featured when we first rolled out Conductor Plugin. Let me share this over here. It is available. Again, we're solving a lot of this stuff in the code snippet style, as Scott was just talking about with taxonomies. So head on over to conductorplugin.com/docs. You'll find the New Yorker demo, and it'll have the overview video that we shot a month and a half, 2 months ago now at this point, of us using Conductor to build the layout of the New Yorker website. It was we had a lot of requests afterwards of how the heck we did that. So you can grab the code for the PHP side of the house, and then for the CSS side of the house down below. And that'll help you style those elements. You can do different things with lists and just styling the output of that content. Anything that they should be aware of, Scott? They should really just be able to paste this into their functions file, fingers crossed.
Yeah. Conductor has probably evolved, a little bit since we did that demo, but in our testing, it still has worked fine for us. In the video, you guys can take a look at that. We talked about reusable CSS classes and whatnot. So really just copying the functions into your functions.php and then the CSS into your style.css, or however you're comfortable doing so, and then following along in the video and setting that up.
Awesome, yeah. And the theme that we use is our free Epic theme, which you can get from WordPress.org. Just go to WordPress.org/themes, search for the word Epic, E-P-I-C, and you'll find that. All right, let's jump into the Woocommerce demo. So a lot of interest early on were folks that said, hey, I want to build a different WooCommerce shop page, right? I use WooCommerce for selling products. I want to be able to make those collections of content. I want to display that content throughout my site, different pages, different landing pages, and all that fun stuff. So right now, let's just hope my laptop keeps up with this because it's a little slow. Right now, out of the box, how Conductor works is like this. So I've got my home page. I've conducted it to a full width. I will select many, and I will select products because that is our WooCommerce custom post type name, right? So it works great, right? So this is how it sort of works out of the box, and you can come in and say, let's just switch this to medium. Right? We've done this demo sort of 100 different times sideways, but this is how it would be, and these are your WooCommerce products, right? This is core Conductor saying we support custom post types. We can display custom post types anywhere on our site. The WooCommerce add-on that's coming. And let me just clean this up because we don't normally show the author byline, and we can save the content. And maybe we'll just say buy now instead of read more. So we'll change that from read more to buy now. Now the WooCommerce add-on, we're going to be able to highlight the different custom fields that come for each product. So barring the product has that actual field filled out, it'll show it. So let's just show the sale price, and let's show the SKU number, and let's show, I don't know if these are all their digital products, so I don't know if they'll have weight. That won't have weight.
Probably not.
Let's show regular price just for an example.
Yeah.
So I'm just playing around here with the custom, or excuse me, the demo data that WooCommerce installs by default. Looks very familiar. But now we can build these these product landing pages very easily without code, pulling in the custom fields from WooCommerce. So I've pulled in the SKU, I've pulled in the regular price, and I've pulled in the sale price. So let's just say something like this, and we'll put the SKU up here. I don't know if many of them have. Let's just put it in between the featured image and the title. Why not? And let's leave that to buy now, right? So now we're pulling in the SKU numbers, putting it in between the featured image and the product title, post title, and the sale price, if it has a sale price, and we can do something like this. We can say like new price or on sale price. Save that field, go to the regular price. Was something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let that save. Let's collapse this. So now you can see that we're actually pulling in the pricing, and again, this is all demo data, so not a lot of it's filled out. So if it's not on sale, it won't show it. You can just show the price. You can just show the non-sale price. You can show the price, the regular price, and then eventually, once this add-on is fully supported and fully launched, it'll show whatever price is set to default, right?
That's right. So it'll show. We'll use WooCommerce functions to actually output the price instead of just grabbing the meta fields directly or the custom fields directly. So you will have your currency symbol, whether it's on sale or not, and it'll output the actual correct price. So you won't have to choose between regular or sale or something like that.
Yep. We'll also incorporate the buy now button, so that'll come in. So right now we're pulling in height, length, shipping class, stock quantity, how many are left, what's the status, is it still in stock, that kind of thing, weight and width for your physical products. So this is something that normally you'd have to customize WooCommerce to do, right, out of the box and sort of make your own templates before. Now you don't have to do that. You can use Conductor to create a page for your, the tables that you sell online or the shoes that you sell online, and pull in all of that sort of data. And as this add-on matures, we'll bring in more of the custom WooCommerce functionality, like the add to cart, right? So then you not only can you say buy now and have a read more link that goes to the rest of the product page, but then you could just add it to cart right there. Again, you're able to do this on any page or post, and then without any code, you can just sort of rearrange this stuff and make it your own sort of landing page for your shop. So it's pretty cool stuff.
The other thing, Matt, that we're planning on doing is allowing you to select a category in your query. So you can query just products from certain WooCommerce categories. So that would be pretty cool.
Yep. So if you want to just show like all your digital records, you could just show, and as long as it's categorized, you could show those digital records. If you wanted to, what was the other thing we were talking about? Oh, the sorting. Eventually we'll be sorting like WooCommerce allows you to. So you can sort by price, or output by price. You could output by rating. You could output by popularity, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So really helping you visually build WooCommerce pages a whole heck of a lot easier. And I can't wait for that to finish up, and we can release that. If you have a developer's license, and you want to get your hands dirty with this add-on, just let us know, and we'll shoot that over to you. And you can start playing with it. And you can start, if you have a project that you're working on and it requires you to have this kind of control, or you want to give your client this kind of control to say, hey, look, you can, no longer do you have to dig into the code to customize your WooCommerce pages. You can build these pages anywhere out on your site. Give us a ring, and we'll get you that add-on. If you have any questions about this, shoot them to us now. We'll get those answered for you. One of the questions that came in before we started the show was best practice for, I'm just trying to find out where I put that. It's not over here. Best practice for conducted pages. So actually, let's just do it. I can actually go back to that. Sorry, let me share my screen again. Best practice for pages that are conducted already for non-admins. Non-admins, best practice, conducted pages. Okay, so what that means is, let's go over to my demo, and we will edit this page. Actually, let's get out of here. Let's close this, leave. So this is my front page, so that's not going to show it. Let's go to this page. No, let's not go to that page. Let's go to the About Me page. All of this wonderful dead air on a live show. Love it. All right, so we're going to conduct this page. This is my About page. So I'm going to conduct this page. My laptop can keep up. This is not a server issue. This is a laptop issue. Just for everybody to know that. So we're going to give this a layout, and we're going to save it. That's all I want to do. I'm going to save this and give the About page a new layout. I am getting a new laptop soon. I think I've been saying that for a week.
Good. Yeah, I think you should.
So I'm going to save and publish that. Okay. So then I'm going to go to the back end. Let's close this. So now the question comes in from, so this page has been conducted. I didn't put any content on it, but that doesn't matter because Conductor's overriding the layout. But to the non-admin of the site, if we can just get in there. This laptop cannot keep.
I think I know why, Matt. Probably if you go through the back end, yeah. While you're doing that, we have a question from Lisa. She said that she sent another one via email as well.
Yep.
She says, would this WooCommerce add-on be used instead of the custom fields add-on? It's actually a great question. It's in addition to the custom fields add-on. So by default, you want to have Conductor, the custom fields add-on and the WooCommerce add-on active as well to use all of the features. Now, if you don't have the custom fields add-on, when the WooCommerce add-on is polished and released, it will still function without that custom fields add-on as far as like sorting the products and whatnot, but you won't be able to get those fields like price or SKU or anything like that. So to get the full power, you'll want to use the custom fields add-on as well as the WooCommerce add-on.
Sure thing. So this About page is conducted in the front end, and to an admin, we know that because, one, we probably built the site, and two, we can just go over to, I should be clicking on this. So, and then secondly, we have access to conduct this content, right? So as admins, we have access to this as editors or contributors. Mm-hmm. They might not realize that this page is being conducted on the front end, and so they might come in and start typing in content here, expecting that content to show up on the front. So it's a great question. It's something that and the person who wrote in this or who sent in this question said that in the meantime, what they're doing is just leaving some content here that says this is a conducted page, a conductor page. Do not edit content here. And that's sort of the best practice that you can do. We haven't tackled this yet. It was the first request or the first type of question for this, so it's definitely a good one. Something that we will definitely consider in the future and how we're going to solve that. We do know that we do a lot of demos, and I'm going to leave this because that doesn't matter. We do a lot of demos in the front end, and we're always showing people that how it works in the front-end customizer because it's really easy to visualize. In the back end, again, you still have to be an admin to get access to this, but you can always see the pages that you've conducted, right? Or you can conduct more pages right from the dashboard, or right from the admin dashboard. You don't have to always be in the front-end customizer, especially when you're getting really good at this and you're building out sites really fast with Conductor. It's probably easier just to use the back end here, conduct all the pages you know you're going to want, like the front page, the blog, services pages, product pages now with WooCommerce coming. You can sort of fire off all the different conducting portions here, choose the layout on the fly, and then go to those individual pages by hitting conduct here, and then add the content there. Or add the content right in the widget section. If you go to widgets, you can also add conductor widgets back there. Once you get really good at this and really fast, you can do all that stuff in the back end. It's just nice to see the visual representation in the front as well.
Yeah, I find myself using a bit of both, but I think I'm actually more in the back end now in Conductor, just going to the widget screen, and sometimes the customizer, if you have a lot of content, they have some work to do there in core. But yeah, really, I think I find myself using Conductor more in the dashboard than in the customizer. Of course, I am a developer, but
yeah, and it's sort of that's part of the essence of this product is you start to realize that you can build certain sections of a site, in different ways, or like this client wants sidebar on the left and their blog content on the right, so you can just come right into the dashboard here and just fire away and just switch the content sidebar to the left, or excuse me, the sidebar to the left, content to the right, and just you're done, right? And when you're going into a project saying, my typical homepage is going to be full width, so I'm just going to click that. My blog is going to be, content sidebar, and then when okay, it's going to show all recent posts, and we're going to want to show that in a grid. Just drop it right into the widget section. You don't even have to go to the front end.
Yeah.
And then you're building sites faster, especially if it's your client. If it's client work, you're getting done faster. If you're prototyping a site and you just want to set up a demo to show a client, like different combinations or just different visuals. It's so easy to just fly right through this.
Yeah.
Of course we say that because we know the product.
Yeah.
That's why we do Conductor office hours. If you have questions, go ahead and fire away. We are running out of time. We only do these for about 30 minutes, so if you have any other questions, go ahead and let us know. Hashtag Conductor Plugin. Scott, we'll get that GIST solution available right after the show, you think?
Yeah, pretty much right after the show, probably within about an hour or so. Polish everything up, get a blog post out, tweet it, and people can have access to it.
Awesome stuff. I don't have any other questions coming in, so we'll wrap it up early. Stay tuned for Genesis Office Hours with Carrie Dill. She is out in San Francisco. I think she's made it there. I haven't heard from her in a while. And she'll be doing a live show, so I'm told. There may or may not be some beers involved.
Ah.
So I'm just
got to look forward to that.
Just guesstimating that there might be beers involved. And you can catch more of Genesis Office Hours at well, probably in what, 2 hours?
Same time or?
It's going to be actually, that's a good question. I have no idea.
Yeah.
Let's be good. Let's be good show hosts and look that up, shall we?
We should do that.
CarrieDills.com. What an exciting show it was today. CarrieDills.com. Podcast. It's a meet and greet happy hour.
All right.
So there will be beers involved.
So there will. Your hunch is correct.
And it actually airs live at 8:30 p.m. Eastern.
Ah, okay, yeah. Figured that.
So
Might be
it isn't today. I totally screwed that up. It is tomorrow at 8:30 p.m.
Oh, tomorrow, okay.
So make sure everyone tunes into that. That's at WordCamp San Francisco, so that'll be a really good time. Go ahead and check that out. CarrieDills.com/GOH. That'll get you access to Genesis Office Hours. I'm Matt, everybody. If you want to learn more about Conductor Plugin, conductorplugin.com, and we'll see you next time.